Good evening. What's up, everybody? Welcome to what episode am I on? Totally forgot. I think it's episode 15 of the Home Front. Just started doing this every day live. Usually I was just doing the Home Front on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock, but I decided to kind of change it up a little bit and do it every day so I can bring you guys a little bit of information. Just trying to find a little bit here, but bring you a little bit of real estate information every day, tips and tricks, anything that can help you while you're in the home shopping process. And today I'm going to talk about rentals. Not only do I help with sales, which is any buyers or any sellers, but I also help with rentals. And I actually get a lot of rentals, so I'm very familiar with the process. First, usually when I get a call, I talk to them about their goals, when they're looking to move, if they have any pets, what's the max rent you're looking to pay, what areas do you want to stay in, and kind of give you an overview of how the process works. Usually when you find a property and you're ready to move forward, you put in your rental application. And the rental process is going to be dependent upon which property manager has it listed, or if it's going to be managed by the owner. So usually the process works with the application. Your application fee will run between $35 and $65 depending on the property manager or who's processing it. With your application, you need to submit a copy of your IDs and 2 most recent pay stubs, or if you're self-employed, 2 years of tax returns. What's up, Valentine? Thanks for jumping on. How do you evict occupants? We'll get to that. I'm not the property manager. I can't tell you all that. But pretty much how the rental process works is with your, as I was saying, your application, you submit a copy of your license, 2 years of tax returns if you're self-employed, or 2 months of the last 2 pay stubs. They'll run your credit history, your rental history, and if there's any criminal history. On your credit or your rental history, they're going to look for evictions, bankruptcies, foreclosures, judgments, collections, all those kinds of things could put a red flag up. Your whether it's approved or not is not solely based on your credit score, but it does play in. It's the strength of your rental application as a whole. So if you do have some of those things, I always recommend submitting a letter to kind of explain it and how you're not going to get there again, because if you have an eviction, obviously you're a high risk to someone that's got a rental property. So what you're going to do is submit your letter, explain your situation, explain what happened, and maybe offering double deposit. A security deposit is either due with your application or once you're approved. It just, again, that depends on which property manager has it or which agent is listing it. And either or, and then once you're approved, you'll submit your security deposit if you haven't already submitted it. Usually I always tell people within 48 hours of approval, you'll have to put the security deposit down. If you are denied, they will offer you a letter of explanation with your credit. But once you move forward, most of the time you can pay your first month's rent when you move in, but sometimes they will ask for it up front. Again, all those variables depend on the property manager. And then sometimes you'll have a move-in fee. Also, there's pet deposits to consider. They are usually pet case by case. They want to know the breed, the size, the age, some of those things. Sometimes they even ask for a picture of your pet because they want to verify that you don't have a restricted breed. So all those things come into play with rentals. Like I said, I do a lot of them. I know them so well around here. I know the zip codes in Stafford and Fredericksburg. So if you have anyone that's looking for a rental or would like to list their property for rent, please don't hesitate to contact me about it. I feel like an expert in that field. Also wanted to let you know about an open house I'm doing this weekend. Real quick, I just want to say hi to everybody that jumped on. What's up, Kenny? What's up, Lisa? Dion, if you're still on, thank you for joining. DJ. Now, going back to Valentine's question, he said, how do you evict occupants when they are not leasers, but under occupants? I'm not really sure what your question. Could you ask it again? What's up, Michael? I'm in Virginia, Valentine. My my website is Krista Sells VA. So, and if you're in another state, I can definitely refer you to someone because I have realtor connections across the country. So don't hesitate to ask. I can definitely get you the information. But real quick, the open house we're doing this weekend is at 39 Stonewall Drive. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is listed at $625,000. It has a pool in the back, and the comments actually indicate treat your clients to a beautiful, hold on really quick, I'm sorry about that. Hitting buttons around here. It says treat your clients to a beautiful $250,000 pool with custom hardscape. It is gorgeous. And I'm going to post a link later. It's a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3-level colonial style house. And what neighborhood is it? I don't even think it's in, it says there's, it's in Windsor Forest in Stafford. I am not terribly familiar with Windsor Forest. I haven't been over there, but it is a really nice house. I'm going to hold it open on Saturday from 1 to 3, and I'll be posting the pictures later, so be sure to check it out. I'm going to have food, music, and you won't be able to miss it with my 11-foot banner flags. So if you have any other questions, please let me know. I would be happy to help you with your rentals. Please, thank you for the love and the likes. If you know someone who is looking for an agent or has questions, please tag them or share this video out. That would be helpful. And if you have any questions at all or topics that you'd like me to discuss, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.